That's it.
Well, we're here in the evening. As you can see outside, there's a little darkness. Why do we not... We always do it in the morning, don't we?
We
Our
do.
Little podcast.
Yes.
But here we are at 6 in the evening. It's been raining. Let's talk about rain. What does rain do?
It's wonderful, isn't it?
Makes you grow, but it gets you wet.
Yes.
So we're growing, but we're getting wet.
I'm always amazed when I was younger. I loved the rain. I remember I was about 6 years old coming back from school, and there was a huge puddle, and the lorries, trucks, would go by and splash. And
Splash, yes.
my friend and I would just stand there,
Getting soaked.
absolutely, yeah, just loving it, giggling. I
Oh,
mean,
to be young again, babe. Now we wouldn't dream of doing something like... We've lost all of our youth, haven't we? Our youth. Where did our youth go?
I think I would stand in a puddle and get wet.
You would not.
No, I wouldn't. But I mean,
But why do we do... What's going... Oh, look at that little shit.
I'm not as worried about going out, got to have an umbrella. You and I would go out. Do you remember that time we put on our plastic Macs in the rain not that long ago and went out? But I had my cell phone in the pocket and it just
got flooded.
Cost me $1,000 for a new cell phone.
See, so the rain's expensive as well,
Could
guys. Be. Yes. You've got to be careful of the rain.
So what else? I had to stop you going out on the roof. You had this idea that you were going to go out on the roof and mend the gutter. But you couldn't get through the window.
Well, I think maybe I could.
Oh.
But of course you going, oh my God, so it's...
I don't know. It's the history of you injuring yourself is pretty long, isn't it?
Yes, what do you call someone like me? Accident prone.
Yes.
Yes.
So when you were in the paratroopers and you did your boot camp, you broke your leg, didn't you? You went up that big pole. How high was the pole? I feel like I'm talking
30.
to an idiot. How high was the pole? And then
why did you have to say
what did you do at the top of the pole?
Well, you have to slide down again.
Right. What happened to you then?
Well, I was wet.
Yeah.
Again.
I'm sure everybody else was wet.
No.
No, you were the only one wet.
I was the only one wet.
Out of the whole troop.
Yes.
Yes.
And I landed heavily because I thought I could control going down the pole. And anyway, I didn't break it, I just cracked a bone.
All right. Well, you ended up, I know that when you came home and at the time you were selling scaffolding in that van and you were driving the van with your whole leg in plaster.
Yeah.
Then there was the time we went to Cumberland on that family holiday with your sister and our brother-in-law and the kids. And we stopped. I don't know why we stopped, maybe to have a pee. And there was a very small tree trunk, which you thought you would go up and fell off and ended up breaking several ribs.
2
ribs.
That was incredibly painful, that one.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Then there was the time, I don't know. No, I mean, it can just
And
go
so
on and on,
so
really.
forth.
Yes,
very good.
Do you remember
So
the
I'm an
time
idiot,
when
basically.
we were trying to get you to scuba dive and we were in Australia on the Great Barrier Reef?
Horrendous.
And finally the guy's like, okay, tomorrow I'm going to tape the mask to your face. And I thought, oh no, that's a bit much, that. So we didn't do it. Yeah, you're a little
quite
bit
pathetic, really.
accident,
Yeah.
So the idea of you, how old are you now?
75.
Hey, you don't look a year over 75.
Hey, listen, wait a minute, where are we now? October. In 2 months, I'll be 76.
My God, you don't look a year over 83.
That's what you should have said the first time, but
Right.
never mind. Yes. Sitting with my arms crossed. Go on.
So, I think the idea of a almost 76-year-old man climbing out of the upper window to go onto the
A
roof.
very small upper window as well.
Tiny upper window to go onto the roof is a little silly. When you could
I still want to try and do it though.
fucking don't. If you do, I'm leaving you. I mean, it would be do you know what? It would be fine if you fell off the roof and you died. I mean, okay, it'd be sad, but that wouldn't happen to you, would it?
What would happen to me?
What would happen to you?
What would happen?
You know what would happen to you.
No, what would happen?
Oh, you'd end up spread-eagled on the ground with a broken back, paraplegic. Can you look after me for the rest of my life? And you'd probably last another 20 bloody years.
Yeah, I'm under no illusions about you helping me or looking after me at all.
You'd want that to happen though, wouldn't you?
Most people would, babe. It's called, but not with you as a partner.
It's called
I'd
being
be straight into the knacker's yard.
Irresponsible, going
Irresponsible.
out the window to mend a gutter. Because it's not just like if you were just climb out the window and you're on the roof and do a little bit of tiling, but no, this would be climbing out the window on the roof, crawling down the roof.
No, darling.
To the edge. Yes, it is where the gutter is. The gutter isn't in the middle of a roof.
Here's the window. I come out.
Yes.
And I walk that way
to
where the gutter is.
Yes.
Spray it with the glue.
Oh God! And fall off and break your head.
No going down, nothing like that.
It is
straight across. It's not, babe. That's why.
I'm not arguing. You're not doing it. And if you
this
do
roof
do it,
is lower than that
over.
Roof, which is where the gutter is.
That's all I'm saying. If you do it, divorce. And why did you divorce him, madam? Well, because
he's accident-prone idiot.
If he wanted to climb out of the window, and then get Tom to do it. Your little guy, Tom.
I've got to talk. God, I feel bad because I haven't talked to him for months.
Well, it's time to talk to him and get him to get the ladder, climb up the ladder to the gutter.
Well, we've got that 16-foot ladder, but I don't think it'll reach.
God. No, because how high is the roof? A little over 16 feet, isn't it, sweetheart?
It's like 25.
Oh my God. Well, I mean, you could just grow your arms, your head or something. Or I tell you what, why don't you get the 16-foot ladder, climb up, and then we'll balance another ladder on top of that. With a table and a chair on the top so you can take in the view.
Sit and have a cup of tea while I'm up there. Yes,
let's do that.
That'd
be lovely.
All right, I think it's yes.
Do you promise me you're not going to do it? Do you promise me? Do you promise me? Unpinky your pink.
Yes.
Now you've heard it here.
I promise.
No, seriously, come on. Come on, stop it. Do you want to kill yourself?
Yes.
Well,
I like to do things that I can
do it a different way. Don't go out onto the roof and become disabled and still alive.
I am disabled. Mentally disabled.
Because you would be horrible. You would not be a stoic disabled person.
Really?
Oh, really? You'd be, can I have a cup of tea? Val, where are you?
Can I get a bell?
No,
And
you cannot get a bell.
When you're ready.
No.
Val.
No bell.
Or a stick to bang on the side.
Oh, yes, you would. You'd be that curmudgeon. You'd be like, who's he at Christmas?
You've got such a low opinion of me. It's quite staggering.
I've fucking lived with you for how many years?
Yeah, a few.
I know you. I know what you're like. You would not make a good patient. Actually, in a way, that's not true because you are a very stoic patient. Yeah, you do actually. But really, why though? Why put yourself through that?
Isn't it funny chewing gum?
It's very funny.
I've never had gum in my mouth when we've been on.
No, it's probably actually number one in the podcast. Do not chew gum. They wouldn't even have that there because most people would not chew gum. That would be like an obvious no-no.
Right, but we don't care. No.
Well, I would like to think that we might be giving someone a little chuckle.
A little chuckle?
But
I
there
like
again,
a little
they have
chuckle.
to get this far in the podcast to do that.
Right.
And probably they'd already turned off. Anything else that you want to say?
Not well.
A little inkling about life's rich tapestry. Anything?
Yeah, well, all this kidney thing that got.
Oh, nobody's interested in your bloody kidneys.
All right, good.
Well, that's not life's.
That is life. I mean, life.
Have you got something good to say about your kidneys?
Not particularly.
Are they working well?
Well, not well, but I'm kind of happier after going through that and looking on what was it? We looked up. No, I
think
was
it's
on the
called
internet
Google.
googling, and you were on the TV with YouTubing. It's not as bad as I thought it was.
Good. There you are. And has that made you happy?
Ish.
Are you happy? Do you know what? It's ridiculous not to be happy. We've got such a short life. Why wouldn't we be happy?
True.
So be happy.
It's joy, remember, that you need, not happy.
Okay, joy.
Full of joy.
Can we be happy, joy?
Exactly. That's what I'm working on.
Well, work on it a bit harder, would you?
See again.
And include
Yeah,
things
I was going to say, I shouldn't include
where you don't go out on a roof with a can of
spray glue. I'm just dying to try it.
Or try it on something low down to the ground that you can't fall off. A stair.
Oh, I could do it on that garbage.
There you go.
That's a hole in the back.
Yes, do it on the garbage.
But I need something.
Piece of wood?
Piece of metal or something.
Metal?
To cover the hole.
Right.
And then.
That's what usually you do with glue. You glue something to something.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think, where would I get a nice thin piece of metal that's about that size?
Take it out your head. That metal piece that you've got
out your ass?
Yeah, that metal feather that you have
I
up
could
your
use
ass.
that silly
You're
thing.
not using that. That's what my dad made. And even though I'm not really keen on my dad, even though he's passed.
Oh, yes, I can see.
What?
And this is my mother's in here.
Oh my God. Hi Mum, how are you doing?
Little piece of mum.
I think you could treat my son a little bit better than what you're doing. Telling the world that he's not very good and things. I don't like you doing that, Val.
She would be having a fit the way you talk to me.
She loved me, your mum.
Oh, she did, yeah.
She did. Why? Because I'm feisty like her. God. I remember one time we were in the car and we were going along and it was raining cats and dogs here in Chicago and we were in this little white car singing at the top of our heads. It was really good. Anyway, I think that's all I've got to say really now. What about you? Anything else?
Well, life keeps lifing.
Yeah.
Up and down, in and out.
Yeah.
So, on this... What would you say this is? An interesting little day of rain, but not too cold. So here we are again in a happy little environment.
Yeah.
We've had a little talk. Oh, and we've got... Can I watch any more of House, though?
I don't know. We've been watching House, and I mean, I do like him, Hugh, Laurie, or whatever he is.
Hugh Laurie.
It does get a little bit with all of these diseases and things going wrong.
It kind of becomes the same.
I think I'd rather watch a comedy or something.
Well, let's see what we can do. Well, on that happy note, say goodnight, Gracie.
Do we have to do this goodnight, Gracie thing?
No, we don't have to do anything at all.
Yeah, I am
Bye.
a bit of a twat, aren't I?
Aren't you? Are you going to say it?
Well, all right. You say goodnight, Gracie.
This is the moon coming over Miami. Right. Bye-bye.
Say goodnight, Gracie.
Good night, Gracie.
Good night.